Its vibrancy has a way of making me feel comfortable and at home.
Barcelona is a popular city, so finding a new hangout that isn't already well known can be a challenge. Do you want to find some of the most wild, craziest, and altogether raddest hidden gems in Barcelona? Is there anything in Barcelona that you haven't heard of, let alone seen, that is totally non-touristy? Do you ever want to go to Barcelona but don't want crowded places? Well, this video is for you. Not only are these top 10 things to do in Barcelona are peaceful, you can also feel like a local. So here are the top 10 things to do that are underrated in Barcelona. Number 10. Experience an outdoor theater in Teatre, Grec. There is a century-old Greek theater on Montjuic Hill, which you might not know about since it's relatively new. Even so, it's worth a visit. Quite the contrary. As grand as its older counterparts spread across Europe, this theater is every bit as impressive. A great time to visit this spot is when an event is taking place, like the Festival Grec de Barcelona. Whether there is activity taking place or not, this amazing part of Barcelona is still worth exploring. So don't forget to include some time in your itinerary to explore it. Barcelona's best-kept secret is undoubtedly this unique place. Number 9. Explore Poblenou Cemetery. A visit to one of a city's great cemeteries is one of the best ways to learn about its history. Barcelona is home to several wonderful, historically significant cemeteries, but we recommend Poblenou Cemetery because it is a picturesque historic site that is also within walking distance of the city's main beach. It was originally designed by Italian architect Geese during the 18th century, who separated the area into two distinct sections. Be sure to pick up a brochure and map at the entrance of one of Barcelona's most famous graveyards before you enter the site, since these documents will show you exactly where to find them. Number 8. Have a drink at Bosc de les Fades, Forest of the Fairies Bar. The Bosc de les Fades is an excellent place to grab some drinks and some delicious food if you're visiting Barcelona during the winter or during the summer. There's something strange about this seemingly normal bar. Walking through the door takes you directly into a magical fairy tale forest filled with woodland animals and fairies. Additionally, the bar darkens the lights periodically and simulates an imminent thunderstorm by playing sounds of rain and thunder. Be prepared, however, because the pub is very popular with local students in the evening when they stop by for some cheap sangria. Therefore, if you are going to visit after the sun goes down, make sure to arrive early and leave only when you are done. Number 7. Visit La Rotunda Cafe on the 9th floor of El Corte Inglés for amazing views. On Plaça del Catalunya, the 9th floor of the El Corte Inglés is one of the more unusual places to visit in Barcelona. While you'll see a lot of cool things on your way up, you'll need immense self-control not to buy everything you see. When all else fails, remind yourself that you don't need another coat and stay focused on getting to the windows. If you climb to the top, you'll find an excellent cafe with impressive views of the Plaça del Catalunya below on the 9th floor. No small feat for a department store cafe. There is no doubt that this cafe has one of the most beautiful views that you'll see in a long time. Atop the hill, you will have amazing views of La Sagrada Familia and Montjuic, so this one is one of the best free things to do in Barcelona. Number 6. Barcelona Cathedral, the Geese and the Dancing Egg. Whenever tourists visit Barcelona, they flock to the Sagrada Familia Church. The Cathedral of Barcelona, however, should not be overlooked. Located inside the beautiful Gothic quarter, it is one of the city's most stunning attractions. There are several super quirky features to this building that have made it a local favorite. It represents a beautiful example of Gothic-style architecture and embodies several of the unique features of the building itself. There's probably a strange honking sound outside the main entrance, so don't be surprised if you hear it. It is simply a matter of walking around the corner to discover the source of this peculiar noise. A charming little cloister and its backyard, home to 13 white geese. It was originally thought that these geese would ward off thieves and intruders in the courtyard. However, in current days, they are mostly found splashing around in the courtyard's fountains and attached pond, also known as the Well of Geese. Moreover, this fountain is also the focal point of another iconic tradition called O Combaya, which translates to the dancing egg in English. In several churches across Catalonia, this practice has become common. Number 5. Explore in the Antic Teatre. If you're tired from sightseeing around Barcelona, or if you're just looking for a break, the Antic Theatre is the place to go. While Barcelona is bursting with terrazas, or terraces as they call it in America. Finding one that's affordable and pleasant is difficult. As a matter of fact, most terrazas in the city are small and cramped right next to a busy road with heavy traffic. In both cases, Antic Theatre is a good choice. An amazing garden bar is tucked away on a side street in Bourne District. A lively, happy, and bohemian bar awaits you, just like Alice's Parallel World. Expect that it won't be luxurious. It may even be rough around the edges for some. But being in good company among lush trees, quaint backyards, and intense laughter will make you happy. In addition to being a hipster hangout, the place is also a cultural center, which is why it hosts frequent shows by independent artists and creatives. The price of the drinks are also very reasonable, with beer costing €2 and vermouth costing €3. Number 4. A visit to bomb shelter Refugi 307. During the Spanish Wars, between 1936 and 1939, Barcelona was under attack, and as a result, labyrinths of tunnels were built beneath the city as a shelter. While most of them have been closed since then, there are still some you can visit, like Refugi 307 in Barcelona's El Poble Sec neighborhood. It was one of the biggest. It's one of those off-the-beaten-track places to visit in Barcelona that people don't really know about. With the capacity to shelter up to 2,000 people, it offers a fascinating glimpse into Barcelona's history. Number 3. See a flamenco performance at Palau Dalmases. Located along historic Calle Mercat, this magnificent palace was once the residence of some of Barcelona's most wealthy and ennobled families in the 17th century. There is a gorgeous frieze that prominently displays Neptune's chariot mounted on the chariot, surrounded by a Baroque courtyard, exquisite Salomic columns lining the staircase. Several of the buildings of this architectural style have been destroyed in past wars in Catalonia, so it is one of the few remaining buildings that belong to this style. It would be a great idea to stop by and appreciate the opulence of this gorgeous palace if you would like to experience a brief walk through time. If you prefer, you can also enjoy a live flamenco performance any evening of the week, which is further enhanced by the stunning architecture in all directions. Number 2. Get a local produce at Mercat del Santa Catarina, Santa Catarina Market. Markets in Spain are undoubtedly a must-see if you want to experience the local produce, bustling atmosphere, and delicious foods. It's a pity, therefore, that many visitors to Barcelona stop at La Barroquia, which is filled with endless tourist traps. Foodies should explore more local markets if they consider themselves to be enthusiasts. With its colorful wavy roofs and its proximity to Bourne District, Santa Catarina is already a better choice. A food market called the Santa Catarina Market awaits you below the roof, like butterflies to a vibrant flower. Visitors to the neighborhood of Santa Catarina won't be disappointed by the original design of the building or the bounty of produce displayed on the stalls. A number of towns on the outskirts of Barcelona relied heavily on Santa Catarina's food supply after the Civil War. When food was scarce, many people from Sant Adrià, Santa Coloma, and Mataró rode the tram to this market to buy food. Despite the modern exterior, the market still offers outstanding produce and food stalls with great food. Number 1. Get mesmerized in the Mostan Costa y Llobera Cactus Garden. It is surprising how few tourists realize Barcelona has a cactus garden, especially one that spans over 6 hectares, 60,000 square meters. Even though the place has a lot of plants to see, the real attraction is the cactus garden. There are more than 800 kinds of cacti here. You'll also have some pretty amazing views from here over the city, so it's one of the best hidden spots to visit in Barcelona if you want to escape the crowded city centers without sacrificing scenery. If you're going to be in the Montjuic area of Barcelona anyways, which is where the garden is, then you might as well visit the Mostan Costa y Llobera while you're there. Got mesmerized with these hidden gems of Barcelona? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.